Don't
What,
do not judge me for using great clips. I'm so sick of you
buddy?
doing that.
The amount of hair you got.
Ho- Buddy, what are you talking about? Look at that. Look how luxurious that is. Are you kidding
It
me?
is luxurious. It's just,
The hairline's gone back, but who cares?
yeah, I was gonna say, you know how people scoot the seat all the way back and lay down? That's
I don't
that's
like
all.
I don't like that
That's
analogy.
that's your hairline. It's just that car still drives. System sounds great. Beautiful ride you got, but we have pushed the seats all the way back, and we are arm full extended to hold that steering wheel. So sorry.
I'm gonna go to Turkey.
Hey, you should. Looks like a
I'm
lovely
kind of
time.
I'm a prime candidate.
What do you mean you're a prime candidate? Like you've still got hair?
I think that there's certain types of balding that are better candidates for the procedure. Like I'm doing fine up here. Just needs like a new, just a line right there. You know what I'm saying?
How long? Yeah, yeah. I, w-
Go ahead.
I want you to do it.
Right.
The trick with the hair treatment, though, is that like you just gotta like keep yourself out there and just stay consistent, because everybody will forget in a year. Like it'll just be a memory at that point. Because if you do the whole wearing a hat all the time, and then I mean I don't know what the treatment actually is afterwards. But like if you do the whole hiding it and ducking and hiding and everything, it's gonna maintain in memory people's memory longer than it should. But if you just fight through and you walk out there with your hair plugs and your stitches still out and everything, one day everybody will just be like, "Huh, it's just that's his hair. It's just gone."
If I ever did that, which I wouldn't, probably. I would tell everybody immediately. I would never try to like hide any of that. Like
I was just laughing to myself. That's why I started laughing, because I was just thinking it would be a phase of the show.
hair plug
It
Jace.
Yeah, it would be a point in time where we had to look at you in in recovery mode.
Have you ever seen people like very post surgery how they that whole part of their head swells up like big time and they have like this giant swollen forehead? Have you ever
No,
seen that?
that would be
It's
brutal.
it's bad.
That would be
It
absolutely brutal.
it doesn't look like it hurts or anything. It's just so swollen and it's very hard to look at. Um, but since Rye's not here, I am fascinated by the whole idea of like I think they call it medical tourism.
Mm,
I do love that idea. They do it in dental a lot. And I know you're in dental, so you're familiar with this. But dental is a big one. I think people go to Mexico for dental all the time.
mm-hmm.
But Turkey is like the hair transplant capital of the world. And there's some other places that do like full medical workup with like the best technology that exists. They do like full body
Yeah, yeah,
scans, and
yeah.
it costs you like a grand or something.
I don't know if a grand is accurate, but it the amount that it costs makes it so appetizing if you've just got, let's just say, any one of the maladies that you spoke about, or if you want to do the whole F1, take me and my engine into the diagnostic room and just splay us all out and get every metric and assessment you can. Like, let's just say you had 10 grand. There's a bunch of places in the world where you could get that taken care
Yeah.
of.
Oh, yeah.
Now, in dental though, and it's just like anything. You go somewhere and it could be great, and you go other places and you're gonna have a horror story. But we have seen the correction of some. We've been part of the correction of some horror stories.
Yeah, I have seen. Pardon me. I'm sorry, Molly. I have seen people with veneers have some major issues with the
Yeah,
veneers when they come back.
yeah, that'll happen. Have you looking like you got picket fence
Big horse teeth.
Big old horse teeth. I see so many. Even the ones that are done here, and like people, like all these. Never mind.
So one of the things I teased last week was I think China is all I left you with, but it's related to
The country, just the country. I want to talk about the country China.
we might get to that as part of the conversation, but I've been watching a lot of travel YouTubes. I'm trying to get away from the gambling YouTubes just because that's all I was watching for a long time is people gambling, and I still like gambling, but
What kind of gambling are you watching on YouTube, bud? Bring it to the
do-
group.
different stuff, like guys there are gambling influencers. That's like a giant corner. These
Yeah,
guys
but
have like
like,
millions of followers.
I understand the concept. I'm just asking, like, specifically, is this like a POV? You're sitting at the poker table with them?
No.
Okay.
No. This is like guys that go in and they're like, hey, today we're gonna try to take $1,000 and turn it into $10,000 by doing this silly gambling strategy on this table, and then they sit there and play and talk and stuff. That's what it is.
So, like, they go to Vegas, they sit at a blackjack table, and they're like, this is how I'm going to play third base today,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And the hope is I'm going to take this 1,000 to 10,000.
Right. These are like high stakes games, so it's
And
exciting
you
to
sit
watch
there and
somebody
you
else.
watch as they just pick some wild ass strategy that they heard about on some other side of YouTube.
Well, one of the guys that I watch, his whole bit is that every day he gambles $1,000, and he keeps track of like how much he's lost and how much he's won, and he switches up like the games that he plays each day, and
Okay.
so like you're dialed in because you're like, oh man, is he gonna get to even today, and at the end he takes the whole balance whether he's lost or won, and then gambles that in one
On, like-
sitting.
Yeah, there you go. We're so sick.
I know,
We're so sick, bud.
but
And you just
but-
watched that. You've watched that a dozen times. You've watched that guy do that a dozen times.
Oh no, I've watched that guy do that for over a year. Every day.
Buddy.
It's like 15 minutes a day. So I'll like get home from work, I'll pop on YouTube. Most of the stuff I watch is like daily content. It's like I watch my shows, my stories.
Bud.
What are you watching?
Dad's
Human Dad's
human dad's
Human Dad's
human dad's
Don't bud
Human
me.
Dad's
human 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 dad's
Podcast
human dad's
Podcast
human dad's
Podcast
human dad's
Get up off your ass
human dad's
Podcast
human dad's
Podcast
human dad's
Podcast
human dad's
Get up off your ass
Oh your mom.
Oh your mom
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 Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen. Tell your mom to listen.
Get up off your ass for the Human Dad's Podcast.
Raise yourself up from being on your ass and do that with the intention of listening to what the gentleman just said on the podcast that you are listening to right now, which, if you do not know, let me make a reminder. Human Dads. And we appreciate it. Thank you for listening. Jace, commentary?
None.
The
I'll
scant,
let you go.
the head shake, the eyebrow furrow. Looks like you had something you wanted to say.
You do sound just like a wife right now. You sure do. You sure do.
You sure there's nothing you want to say?
Why'd you make
Forgive
that
me.
look?
Yeah, forgive me for not relating to that, because maybe I just say it too much. Maybe I.
Oh man, life is fun.
Oh man, here we are. Yeah,
Here
like
we
we
are.
have been, and we
On
are
the Human
continuing to
Dads
be.
Show a podcast.
It's not a show of podcasts.
Got a little frog in my throat, and I'm real self-conscious since last week when you told us about what Molly said.
Going to Disneyland tomorrow, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
How many kids are going to be sick when we go to Disneyland?
Like on the way, are there any sick at the moment? I mean, like sick.
There is the one that's getting over what we're going to call a 2-day cold. And
Recovering.
the worst of that might have been Thursday. So,
Mm-hmm.
what are we, 72 hours in the rear view?
Good.
And the other one has woke up today, raring to go to get that 2-day cold rocking and rolling right before we go to Disneyland. So,
Dude.
what the fuck, man? It's summer. It's 100 degrees. What kind of vid can even live in 105 degrees? I don't even understand.
Yeah, the summer cold is by far the worst variant of the cold, in my opinion, because it's miserable outside, and it's hot in your house, and you're already just feeling gross, and then you're all like stuffy and gross, and it's way better when it's winter, where you can just kind of pull the blanket over your head and watch Netflix.
I don't know. Not thrilled about it. Not thrilled at all. The last time we were gonna head to the Disneyland, there was the environmental disaster, and then we woke up the next day, or we woke up the day we were supposed to leave, and this same one who's about to get rocking and rolling on it woke up with like 102-degree fever. The same, like we say, hey, we're going to Disneyland. She's like, don't worry, I'll be sick.
Dude, just the good thing about kids is they're incredibly resilient. They're not like us. They're not built like us. Their little bodies are capable of powering through just about anything if they want to. So you're going to be fine.
I feel like I've mentioned it before, but I had dear close friends hit the Florida, and like you, similar to you, I think half of them woke up with like the flu on the second day there. And the pictures just kids trying to smile, but obviously just got 100 pounds of flu on top of their head, all red-faced, and with the saddest fail smiles you've ever seen, standing next to Belle or whoever. Just such a defeated look, if you will. And everybody talks about it, like, what do? You're already there. You're committed.
Yeah.
Like, you
Just
didn't
gotta
drive.
go.
It'd be one thing if you drove. Maybe you're making a decision, but you got flights. Like, you just gotta sit there and fight through beating.
It made me think about the COVID Disney trip that we had, and I'm just like annoyed again thinking about how that person I lived with handled her whole situation. It was the ultimate denial. Like going back and hearing her describe the first day where she knew something was wrong, but she didn't tell any of us because she thought like saying out loud would ruin the trip or like make it real. And finding out later that she was like about to pass out, but never said a word. Never a word. And this is at the height of freaking COVID, man.
And continuing with the customary, like, licking people on the face before serving dinner because y'all have that
Of
weird
course.
family tradition. And
Yes, it's the thing we do. Yeah.
and just spreading it because she just didn't want to admit it to herself.
Yeah.
Or you.
The good,
It's the magic of
I-
Disney, though, right? It's the magic of Disney.
the magic of Disney was going to rent a car in Orlando and driving 19 straight hours home because we couldn't get on a plane with 4 COVID patients. Yeah.
It hurts just to hear you talk about it now.
Yeah, it wasn't fun, man.
Doesn't sound fun. How are you right now? How's your butt?
Solid.
Like the whole thing?
Yeah, everything that is related to that region is solid. Everything's good.
Even the part that gets into your back and
Well, as a guy who's getting older, like my back hurts every single day of my life, every single day.
I'm sorry, bud. I'm real sorry, bud.
Shut up.
When's your next colonoscopy?
I have thought about that. I do need to schedule that probably in the next year or so.
Haven't you just had one?
I had one like 3 or 4 years ago. You're supposed to do it every 5 years, according to my
No,
doctor.
you're not.
Every 10
I
if it
am.
comes back clean.
I am, because it did not come back 100% clean.
You hear that, right?
Did you have doo-doo in there?
He's got a dirty
No,
colon.
no. My colon. In fact, swear to God, this is a true story. My doctor's like, I haven't seen someone who's done such good prep in a very long time. I got a sticker.
Did you eat cashews and only cashews all day the day before? Like
No.
like the time I had that show where I had nothing but cashews and a protein shake. Yeah.
I did not.
No, I had polyps, but they were not anything that they cared about. So they said, come back in 10. Also, I didn't think, aside from the prep, which we've all been through either nominally or for the purpose of actually doing it, we've all experienced a day like that in our lives. Other than that, I didn't think it was a big deal. They knock you out, they jam the
it's
camera
easy.
up there, and you wake up. Like, I don't understand. People are too proactive about advertising that they don't want something in their butt. It's like, hey, listen, you can assume that people will assume that about you. Most people don't want something in their butt. You don't have to, like, hey, I'm straight guy coming in here, guys. What? No, just want everybody to know I'm straight. I don't usually get stuff in my butt. Like, why do we have that?
I would say, I would agree with you so much to say that there are parts of it that I enjoyed.
No.
Let me
Now
tell
you're
you
talking
what.
crazy.
No. I mean, I'll tell you. No, the prep is not fun, but the feeling that you have between the end of prep and that drive over to the hospital and then like post procedure, I have never in my life felt more clean, more light, more just like a superpower, dude.
It is a good way to drop like 7 to 9 pounds, maybe
Oh
more.
yeah. Oh
Because
yeah.
water, everything, it's all out of there. You do feel like you're cutting for a fight, like you're ready to go
Yeah.
to the weigh-in after all that, for sure. Do you remember the place you went to eat after not eating any food or anything for 24 hours?
I think I was a Chick-fil-A guy, if I remember right.
I think I obviously I would have wanted a cheeseburger, just me. But I think we went to Chicken Express just because it was on the way home. I'm like, just drive me through the Old Faithful, 4
Jalapeno
tenders,
poppers.
okra, roll, gravy, Dr. Pepper. Let's fucking go. Yeah.
You guys are obviously experts. And I certainly get why you need to have the step of prepping your colon. I know there's other ways to clean out your colon. Why is it recommended that you drink this thing? Like, why can't I go to the place that will do the water vacuum in my buttock?
I don't think that gets you anywhere close to as clean as you need to be for this, from what I understand.
They put a water hose and a vacuum up your ass.
This goes up there further. The thing is, you also don't eat for a day prior. Like, you eat nothing solid for a day prior to even doing the prep.
No,
or is it the day of the prep? The day of the prep, right?
Day of the prep, it's prep and clear liquids only. Yeah. I think they don't want to have to do a hazmat evacuation in the same place they're doing the colonoscopy. I think it's purely operational. Because if they're going to do a thing that's going to irrigate the doo from the anus, that's going to create output that's got a certain...
So juvenile.
What? You guys want to talk medical? Listen. If you guys, after 6 years, keep wanting to talk medical with me on the fucking show, this isn't medical.
No, this is social. Medical. This is social. We're talking.
I didn't
social.
take any of these hits. This is 45.
Yeah. Let's talk medical with Rylan. Like, I don't know, every fucking week. But I mean, think about it. You have output, you have to do. That's a whole thing they have to deal with. Then they need to have a sanitary situation for the camera. So I think I think they'd have to literally irrigate you, clean you, and then move you to like a whole nother like hallway in the hospital to do it in the sanitary way. So that's
I
my
get
theory.
that, but like if you go to the colon clinic and you ask for the colonic, they pull out like 9 pounds of feces out of you. Like, how's that not the same thing?
But
So you
they're
don't have
not then sticking the thing back in you for a camera to do.
No,
a
you would just go the next day. This is in
continued.
sub of the prep, not the procedure.
You'd still
Okay,
have stuff
I'm a-
coming through you from the top of the funnel. I think
I'm gonna tell you-
I think the procedure you're imagining is only getting the bottom of the funnel. Is that what you were trying to say, Jason?
It
There's
takes
still
out
top
like
of the
9
funnel stuff?
pounds.
Correct. It says incomplete cleaning. A standard
You're
commercial
carry-
colonic only reaches the lower part of the large intestines. They got to
You're
see
carrying
the whole
around a
colon.
lot of baggage down there, Brad, at all times. It's like John
Yeah,
Wayne.
buddies.
Could
Especially
I-
you.
Could I, especially you, I'll take that as a shot. Thank you. Could I request like a half off and just be like, hey, could you just do under the plane? You don't have to go through the whole plane. Can you just
No.
do the
No.
the
I get it.
cargo?
Dude, you're gonna want to get in there. You don't want to waste the being put to sleep to do just a half-assed attempt.
Are you
wanna
having to do this? Is that why we're talking about this? Are you
I got
having
mine
to do one of these? Brad?
scheduled. I got mine scheduled for October. I don't remember. It's not tomorrow. I know that.
Did you notice how it used to be you had to do it when you were 50, and then as soon as we got to be 45, they changed it to 45? It's just like standardized testing in Texas schools. They changed the years you had guys our age. They changed the years you had to take your standardized test. It was called teams, then it was called TOS, then it was called TAX. And now it's whatever it's called. Our age cohort had to take that fucker like 4 more times than all the people older or younger than
Yeah,
us.
you're not wrong.
No, they kept
You're not
changing it
wrong.
every year. Like,
Yeah.
well, guys, we got another one.
Yeah.
Whew. Boy, we talking about standardized tests,
the same thing.
colonoscopying.
The Gen X millennials are getting fucked worse than everybody on both sides of us. I'm gonna write a book about this.
Of course, you can't forget 9/11.
Yeah, that was a
I'm
big one.
sorry.
It happened at a critical time.
Aren't we called Zennials?
Yeah, or Oregon Trail.
Oregon Trail, the lucky ones or something? I thought I saw something the other day.
Not
about this.
lucky.
Yeah,
Super lucky
he
to have
just said we
9/11
had-
having 5 days before your college senior year career fair. Super lucky.
Yeah, he said 9/11 and standardized tests, and you want to say, "Oh, we're the lucky ones."
I think
Okay.
people say
Literally.
we're the lucky ones because of the mix between technology and no technology in our lives.
The event at the beginning of your senior year of college where they fill the basketball arena full of companies offering you jobs was on September 16th, 2011 or 2001.
Yeah, worked
Yeah,
out fine for me.
Great fucking timing. I lucked into it, but I mean, I'm also
Speaking
an
of,
elite. I'm an elite
Jace.
fighter.
Was driving by Richland the other day.
Yeah.
Thought about you so much,
Oh man, my old stomping grounds over there.
Richland.
I wish
Shout
I knew
out.
how good the food was around there at the time. I wasn't much into like the foodie situation, but man, the Vietnamese spots over there, and not to piss Rylan off, but there's just so much good food over there, and I never took advantage of it.
Are you talking
As
about
a Thunder-
the high school?
No, there's a Richland
city?
Community College in the Dallas Community College District.
Oh,
DCCCCCC Thunder Ducks.
Yeah,
got it.
yeah. Thunder
I didn't know
Ducks.
that. I don't know a lot about community colleges.
Oh boy.
That's a shot at everybody else on the
Sorry.
podcast.
Sorry. I mean, I did go in the summers to get credits, but I mean, I had letters coming to the house, boys.
I'm trying to recount. I think I've been to 3 different community colleges. 4? I don't remember. It escapes
I
me at
did
the
the ubiquitous Blinn, of course, which I guess is it considered a community college or is it
We always
JUCO?
call it that.
It's a
moment. Okay,
JUCO.
Blinn was a JUCO.
And then
Junior college. Yeah.
the
I
one
don't know what
that
the difference is.
me neither, but the one that was certainly a community college was the, Central Texas College, upon which they don't even really. I don't know if they even have campuses. I took the classes in classrooms that were in my high school, former high school in Summers. for
Maybe-
like, you'd pay like $90 and you'd get 3 credit hours.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
It was great.
maybe a part of the same system. I definitely attended North Central Texas College.
Could be.
So,
Yeah.
welcome to 275. 24 minutes in. This is what you can grow and expect.
What are
from
we gonna do
us.
for 300?
Food tour.
Probably not even going to make it.
Have y'all food tour side hot dog in-person show? Have we not done an in-person show since the day we all came over here?
No.
No, surely there was something.
I don't think we have.
That's
That
not
was the
true.
Jake show, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Jake came, and that was almost 4 years ago.
Dude,
There's
Brad,
no
what's
way.
wrong with you, dude?
What do you mean me? Like you're always
You're
ready to
the
get out of your
producer.
house.
I am. I'll do it anytime.
You literally tell us you don't like driving.
That's
Like
not true.
not even like wherever we say we're going to go, you're like, "Do I have to drive?" No.
And Rylan, I'll be in your neck of the woods every single day and starting in September. So anytime you want to do it after work,
Yeah,
let's do it.
because it's very important for commercial real estate to maintain its value. So you're now going to be over here.
That's right.
Just spend some sales tax dollars in Trophy Club. Had to have a meeting on Monday to find $334,000 to cut to keep tax rates level. So come on over.
We will
Come
help
eat
you
lunch
out.
here. Give me your sales tax, please. Thank you.
I think it would be cool to just stop the podcast at $2.99.
No,
I knew this day was coming. His heart's never been in it, Rylan.
no, I would
just
disagree.
doesn't-
Stop it at
He's given us effort.
record the 300th one, stop it at $2.99, and if people ask, just say I'll send you the 300th episode, but we're not releasing it.
We it's like a secret thing, and we send it privately to people. It's all the stuff we wanted to say but couldn't.
Yeah, we share the secret of life.
The Nixon tapes.
We could rebrand at 300.
What are we going to
Start-
be?
I don't know. We could be like a Love Island podcast, or
What is
definitely
a
not
Love
watching
Island podcast?
Some show that people watch, but I don't want to watch it.
it's really popular, man. We could probably.
Oh,
get
you mean
super
like
famous.
cover the Love Island? I'm sorry, I thought that like maybe there was a type of podcast now that is spun off of the show where we had to contestify our experience or something. I don't know. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry.
There's no way you thought that.
I'm double sorrying for both of you. I'm sorry.
You didn't think that. No one believes you.
I did.
No, he wanted to derail the show, and he did. He
No.
accomplished it. It's what he does.
No one thinks that way. And everyone knows you didn't think that way.
But he accomplished his goal very easily, which was ruin the show. I've never seen someone do a podcast whose entire identity is finding ways to ruin the show. It's like
He
him.
is the guy.
I will not
literally-
accept that accusation.
He's walking through the war zone, the battlefield from last December, picking up the shrapnel to put in the grenade, and he's just giggling all along the way, just tee hee hee, filling his bucket full of shrapnel, thinking about all the grenades he's gonna make.
It's ridiculous, man.
A little scavenger, little shrapnel scavenger out here in the scorched earth,
Little shrapnel.
picking up podcast grenade fodder.
What, Jason?
Thinking about improv class the whole time.
Okay. I don't think that's good improv.
We know.
Behavior. It's not positive improv behavior. It's like you're rebelling against improv and taking it
shouldn't
out
be
on
grenades.
us. We are not Damaris. We didn't ruin your improv career. Don't take
Just
it out on us.
It shouldn't be grenades in improv.
That's the whole point.
Jace,
What?
Aphantasia in China. You saw a
Ooh, yeah.
documentary.
Which one do you want to talk about today? Do you want to talk about China, or do you want to discuss aphantasia, which has come up? Actually, I feel like people have been very interested in this because I've gotten texts from Mike and other folks that have wondered about
Well,
this.
Which Mike?
Go with it.
Mike will.
Mike, the producer?
No, the fifth human dad.
Oh, shout out to Mike. Hope you're doing okay, bud. You want to talk about good head of hair, Jace? He doesn't
know.
have the.
So
He
trust
doesn't-
me, man.
He
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
have
why
the
he's-
lean back front seat 78 Cadillac hairline that you
No,
have.
That's why
He's
we
doing-
don't have him on all the time, because you got to
Yeah.
have a deficient hairline if you want to be a regular.
Yeah, he's too good. Yeah,
Let me ask you: can we talk about both, or
sure.
do you guys want to hear some Little Debbie updates, or I don't
Sure.
know?
I don't care.
I don't care either. Just go.
I
Well,
want to hear Aphantasia.
yeah,
I
was.
think she won American Idol in like
She did.
2005.
She did beat Clay Aikens to win American Idol. So I was watching social media, which I will do occasionally. I'm a big TikTok. I don't really use much social media anyway outside of TikTok. Beside the point, but on TikTok you get a lot of variety on different stuff, all based on how the algorithm thinks you want to see. I get a lot of gay porn on there, which is weird, you know?
Wonder what it linked up to decide
Yeah.
that it needed to throw that into your
It's weird.
preference.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm walking around with grenades. It's me.
But in between that doesn't throw the show off.
He
It
said that about
enhances it.
himself.
Yeah. Anyway, one day as I was scrolling, something popped up about
Go back to the gay porn.
aphantasia, and there was a picture. Did I send the picture to you guys, or did I fail you?
You failed us.
I don't remember a picture.
Okay. Well,
Oh, you did send the picture. I'm sorry. I think you did.
I thought I did too, but anyway, the picture is I think it's like 4 or 5 different representations of an apple in space, basically. Like one is just this fully formed apple, like all detailed, and then it sort of gets less detailed, and at the very end of the spectrum is like just darkness, nothing. You don't have it,
never
right?
sent it. No,
No, he
never sent
didn't.
it.
You didn't. I'm sorry.
So anyway, this is how I identified that I am an aphantasia survivor.
Oh, this is about how you visualize.
Yes,
Okay.
the way that you figure out like whether or not, and actually, like I said, there are levels, there are spectrums here for like how you visualize things in your mind. But if you close your eyes and you think of an apple right now, I hope you're all closing your eyes and thinking of an apple. Do you see a picture just in space of an apple? And then like, can you is it like fully detailed? Is it just an outline? Is it sort of blurry? Like, these are all questions you ask yourself to determine like what level of visualization you can do. When I close my eyes and I think of an apple, I see nothing.
When
Are
you
supposed
close
to
your eyes-
Do you need to close your eyes for the purpose of this experiment, or can you just be normal and think of it without closing your eyes?
I've heard people say that I can't do either, so I can't answer that question. But I've heard people can do it with their eyes open too. Like, look down at
Yeah.
the table and picture an apple there.
I'm picturing it right now, looking straight at you. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
And I
do
can
that.
decide what kind of apple. Do I want a red apple? Do I want the pink lady apple? Do I want the green apple, like on the Beatles vinyl record thing? Do I want anything, man? It's Google
The
image
apple
search
from
up there.
the apple from the caterpillar book, where it's
Yep.
eating the
Yep,
apple.
the paper, sort of the paper media cutout, Eric Carl book thing. Yeah, I got it all. Jace, you can't do that. What do you see?
Darkness, nothing. Like when I have like memories, my
see?
memories are not
Darkness.
pictures. Like I don't see pictures of memories. Like I just like sort of, it's all
Just
like
a vibe?
feelings.
So what's
like a
the
vibe.
what's the breakdown in the population on this? Like what's considered typical?
Yeah, I looked that up. It sounds like this particular thing impacts like 1 to 2% of the population.
Where you're just dead inside.
I would say dead inside. I think it's just a different
I would say exceptional.
processing. Yeah. But I had this moment where I was thinking about this, especially for the show, and it is a little depressing, actually.
You say that. Okay, and I'm with you. I kind of get your, especially as the memory side of things, that you can't recall, which isn't to say I can, call back every visual in my life that I enjoyed, right? But is there something that lessens trauma? Is there something that lessens bad things that have happened to you? Because 2% makes it sound like it's exceptionally odd or something, but for me, like the strong visuals that I can keep in here also makes it to where I don't want to consume some stuff. I don't know if Molly remembers, but there was a point in time we lived in an apartment, okay? Our first part of our relationship in an apartment some low 20 years ago. Jesus.
Yeah, pin that. Because it's been 20 years has started to get sprinkled into the conversations lately around the house.
And you were still an adult 20 years ago. That's the weird part. Yeah.
Yeah. But we lived in an apartment, fine apartment, and it backed up to some woods. And they were well kept enough that there were like people made trails, not like a city came back there and made a trail, but like people had walked through these spots enough that they had beaten down all the grass and you could walk through these woods. And I was walking my dog in these woods pretty regularly. And one day, I can see it so clearly right now. One day, I came across this possum that had had its ass chewed off, or something had happened to the back third of this possum that was just a mix of sinewy flesh, orange, red, just awful. Okay? Just awful. I couldn't get it out of my head for like 3 months. I couldn't. I know I sounded like a crazy person. I just couldn't get it out of my head for months and months.
It's gross.
So exactly what you just described, Brad, is something that I was doing some research for the show because I put a lot of effort into what I do. I take this very seriously. And that is something that I didn't realize that I have the benefit of. Like, not just like images that I've seen or things that I've seen that I can't recall, but like, not that I can't recall, like I remember them. I remember all this. My memory's fine. I just don't see them. And so traumatic events, I'm not as impacted by. I don't like have to replay. I can't replay shit in my head. I can't replay movies or replay memories in my head. I don't have that ability to do that.
So maybe you should have gone into like crime scene work or something. Would it be less traumatic for you? Is it less vivid when you're thinking about something that happened and describing it to someone?
It is so funny you say that because that is something I never understood when I would watch movies. I would see like I would watch movies and these guys would go into like a crime scene and go, man, I still think about that day every day. Like, I'm like, well, what do you mean? I don't understand. Like, I see the image. They'll say like, I can see it. I can see I would wake up and see the image. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, is this like for dramatic effect? I could, like, faces of death, like all that stuff that people would be super like grossed out by, or they would see like these really horrific things. I would see it once and I would be like, oh, that's horrible. But then I would move along with my day and never like have to see it again, if that makes sense, until I wanted to see it again.
I wonder, like how it does break down percentage wise though, because if you're saying like, let's say the 2% can't see anything. Okay. Does it break down? Like if somebody maybe is perceived as like really creative, are they able to pull it into like 4D up there? Whereas somebody who's like, really good, just straightforward, logical, or like maybe even some of the different learning differences you get. Can they just picture stuff in like black and white? Can they like what's the the spectrum of it is very interesting to me, because if somebody can put the apple in their head and make it look like the motion picture of like Wizard of Oz or whatever, is there somebody who can only do the Charlie Brown version in black and white? You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yes, and that's you should post the picture when you put this on social media so people can test themselves. But yeah, there is a like I said, there's a spectrum, and some people can only see outline, some people see only black and white, some people see like more of just a sort of a flat blurry image, and then some people get like the full detail like Rylan. And then about 1% of the population sees just nothing. And so I also like was curious how this impacts your creativity, and everything that I've read is like there's no direct correlation to creativity, although like if you're an artist, right, and part of your art is to draw like a person that you have seen, and you don't have a photo of that person in front of you when you're drawing, the output that you would get from someone who cannot visualize that person versus someone who can would be very different. Not that they wouldn't both be good or creative or art, but they would be very different. So that's kind of the connection to creativity.
That said, though, I do wonder how you're making it up then, because
Yeah, like when you're describing something you saw to us, like let's say you go, like, okay, Brad has been showing us tremendous food content the last month or so, has he not, Jace? We've talked about it a little bit on the show, but text group, he's been sending some food pics that are just fantastic.
So good.
If you were to go to Sarah and say, "Hey, we need to go try this place," Brad sent some food, and she's like, "What is it?" And you were to describe it to her, what would be going through your mind to describe like his non-bread thing he sent us, for example?
I know, and this Mike asked me the same question. It's so hard for me to describe this to you because it doesn't make sense because your brain doesn't work the same way. But it's almost,
your internal wiring. It's your algo.
It's like reading a book about the thing, and like it's like vibes and feels and words instead of a picture. Like I could describe anything to you. Like if you said describe an apple, I can talk about it. Like it's round and it's but I can't see it.
It's funny that you said vibes and feels, because of the three of us, I think anybody who's listened to some of these shows or knows us, of the three of us, I think you're the best at emotions. Like you're the best at, you have like a certain, you're better than average at like sensing, I don't know, you're just more of an empathetic, maybe it's not related, maybe it is, but I don't know. You're just like, I don't know. I don't want to say you're nicer, but I mean, maybe that's part of it. I don't know.
I'm very dialed into that stuff. Yeah. I'm super dialed in. Yeah.
I would say he's more aware of sensitivities or gives sensitivities priority, maybe more than you and I do. It kind of touches another thing that I've thought about, and I haven't really tried to look at to see what it is, but I've talked to Molly about this before, like jokingly and stuff. It's changed a little bit as I've gotten older, but I think I understand what anxiety is for people. And though maybe I don't necessarily always get there fast enough or 100% empathize or sympathize, whatever you're supposed to do, I think I understand anxiety with other people. And I've jokingly told Molly before, I think I have that thing that anxiety can make you spin the wheel of the worst case scenario and all of the things in your head, right? But what if we just took the scale down? What if we just took the slider on the stuff that makes you worry and compensate that with the slider of like, I don't know, almost like a daydream or like a fantasy or like a happy thing or like a positive outcome? And in my mind, I can take this picture your apple thing, and instead of it doomscaping the anxiety, I can like create these, I don't know, wonderfully fantastic alternate realities, which I am certain now that I've gotten older, is not opposite of the anxiety. It is just like a different cousin where let's say you've got a mixing board here where you could push up the sliders and down the sliders. Just one of my sliders that is up at a different level, whereas somebody with anxiety, their slider is up over here. And part of me thinks that some of it is connected to what you're talking about because it feels very vivid, Jason.
So are you saying that like when something bad could potentially happen, you picture best case scenario instead of worst case, or you force yourself to picture like best case scenarios instead of worst case?
I certainly don't force myself. I don't want to make it sound like I've got like control over this 100%. Okay. Let's say bedtime thoughts when you're going to sleep and you're replaying your day, and then you start, what do you call it? You start pinpointing on some interaction or whatever.
Do y'all do that? Like replay your day?
I feel like a lot of people do.
Not a lot, but maybe a little.
You're sitting in your car.
Courtney does a lot.
Can't
You're
relate.
sitting in your car driving on a long drive, and you can sit there and worry or fixate. That's the word I was looking
Yeah.
at. Fixate, right? My fixations go fantastical. They turn into like you say you open a business. Like you're like somebody driving by and they're like, oh, look at that coffee shop. I can open a coffee shop down the street. And within 30 seconds of thinking about this, I've worked out the 7 locations, what they're going to look like. I'm now on a podcast explaining to people what that's like running a coffee shop and the ups and downs that you're having to deal with. And I'm getting a call as we're sitting there. Like I can fill out these wild, and I know saying a coffee shop, that's not actually that fantastical, right? It's within
No,
the realm
I
of
get
like,
what you're saying though. Like your brain like takes off on this journey towards positive like potential.
is it
instead of-
positive though, or is it just like,
Does
I
it make
don't
you
know.
feel good when you're thinking about it?
It makes me feel something. I'm just glad it doesn't do it. Well, I'll say this, maybe it is positive, because I'm glad it doesn't do it with bad stuff. Although, like, let's say 5% of the time it can.
But I think instead of thinking, I'd open this coffee shop and then I'd get robbed and then we would go bankrupt and then I'd have to sell my house and my kids would abandon. You're thinking, oh, I'd get famous, I'd make a bunch of money, and then I would do like speaking tours. So your brain is like skewed towards the positive instead of the shitty stuff that could happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's lucky,
Maybe.
man. That's lucky.
And like I said, very small amount of the time, I'm still able to build out that fantastical part of like what happens when it all goes wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
things,
think-
the things that stop me though, and I don't even have an example of this, is when I can't see that picture.
Yeah, I don't see any of those pictures. I think I would guess that Rylan is the type of person who just sees like the facts. Like the way that his brain works is like just very logic based, all like factual, like not fantastical at all. Am I right, Rylan?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's not that boring in there for sure. It's definitely not boring in there. Just because I have good recall of events and facts and I like to operate logically doesn't make it boring in there at all. But I don't like what Brad's talking about. Like I understand I mean, I have 2 people out of 4 in here that are medicated for anxiety, so I understand it intimately in terms of like it's a lot of worst case scenario and not being able to break free of the thought bubble of the worst case scenario, or thinking that something that happens is going to be like this. This sucks. It's going to be like this forever. It's never going to go back to the way it was, stuff like that. So I obviously don't feel that. I just kind of, I don't know. I just kind of balance it out. I don't know. I just kind of think, oh, whatever. Like it'll just be like just kind of in the middle of the road a little bit, I guess. You know, like I don't know. It's hard to explain how I process that kind of stress, like because we all have that sort of stress for things that happen external to us that we don't want to happen, and then how do I get out of this or make it go away? Sometimes I'm really biased towards action. So I got, what am I going to do to, I don't know. It's hard. These are concepts that are hard to verbalize if you haven't spent a lot of time reading about them and thinking about them. But I mean, I certainly, especially when I was a kid, certainly a huge daydreamer. I mean, weren't we all? We were bored as hell, so there's that.
That's what I think about, but I feel like my the easiest way to explain it is a daydream, but like daydream as a pattern of thinking or daydream as a common course. I don't think it existed nearly as much as when I was a kid. I don't know when it started, but I don't think it happened nearly as much as when I was a kid.
Not as abstract, I think, as when you're a kid. Like when you're a kid, like you allow yourself to think about just any possibility because I think that you don't have any grounding in real life at that point. But as an adult, that's what I'm wondering. Like, Rylan, if you start thinking about winning the lottery, do you get a certain, distance on that path and go, well, obviously that's not possible. And like, this is kind of like, does your brain stop you from those crazy daydreams?
I'll think through it and I'll kind of try to structure my response, and I'll be like, what would I need to do first? What would I need to, how could I keep, how long am I going to keep working? What am I going to do that shit doesn't fall apart at work? But also I don't want to tell them all, fuck you, but I also don't want to keep working. And I'll think through that and I'll be like, what would I do? Cause my dad's a big Powerball guy, he'll call me when the Powerball's big and he'll say, hey, don't forget, go get your Powerball. And so I think about like, okay, what would be, who do I call? I have some friends that have a wealth management thing. And I'd be like, well, I'd be their biggest client. I'd call them. So what the hell do I do? I'd think through things like that, but I don't know.
Can I say this? It's funny you brought up the lotto scenario because I've done it a million times in my head, specifically with the lottery, right? And I'm thinking about down to the detail, like how are we transporting ourselves from here to there where you have to turn in the ticket? Not just what am I going to do with the money, but like how
do you make sure you get there?
Yeah.
100%. How do we lock this in?
Yeah.
That's why I would call the money guys and I'd be like, okay, do we need is there an attorney we can call or like what's the playbook?
One, that and connected to playing the lottery, that and playing the lottery don't connect for some reason. That's weird, right? And then two, as I've gotten older, I have an awareness that things are not maybe 100% their best if I'm having the lottery thoughts a lot.
Yeah.
Like I catch myself almost.
Like
it's only going to get worse. It's because the thing that I've been settling into the last 6 months has been, if I don't experience a financial windfall in the next decade, I'm going to work till I'm at least 80. I don't see a way out.
I think the lottery thoughts are of maybe that's what it is, like the respite from that.
Like I need the liquidity event of some substance needs to happen in the next decade, or I will be working when I'm 80. Book it. Human Dads, number 1437 or whatever. We'll be talking about this.
No. I'll be dead by then. You guys will have to get a third dad.
Speaking of dying. Oh, I lost it. Sorry, guys. Okay, hold on. Take two. Take two.
Was so
Ready?
close to.
He's going to be working when he's 80. Human Peepaw's 40. Speaking of dying, did y'all know that Deborita, also known as Little Debbie?
Yeah, Pequeño Deborita.
Yeah. Y'all know she'd be making pumpkin pies?
Baked goods.
I'm here to tell you, that is a wonderful little treat. If you think that Little Debbie is well represented at your grocery store, I'm here to tell you, you are wrong.
What's going on, man?
1 cup pies. 1 cup pies. 1 cup pies.
Yeah.
1 cup pies, 1 cup pies, one cup pies, bigger than the baby.
Cream pie, yeah. Cream pie, yeah.
Hell yeah, boys. Hell yeah.
Let's go eat a goddamn snack.
Quick
For the record-
math. Episode 1437 is likely to happen around my 69th birthday. So we got a ways to go before we
nice.
get to 80. Yeah.
I think that is one of his best beats. That and the
It's
supermarket
incredible.
are my two favorites. The
horns.
supermarket beat is, the horns on that one and the scanner beep on the supermarket one. Just, dude.
We should do a ranking. We'll just play all of his stuff one day. But to that end, I think we have to. What do you do, Rylan? What's it called when you take the highest and the lowest? Like
Curve?
like when we make it a curve.
Normalizing.
Yeah, normalizing. I can't think of the term. That's it. Normalizing. We got to take Piece of Puss out as like a
Taking the outliers.
It's not even on the
Yeah.
list. Not even on my list.
on the top.
That's because, Brad, you're later today, after we're done with this show, you're going to go about your day and you're going to go over to, Home
The country
Depot
club.
or wherever you're headed. And you're going to be walking the aisles and in way down in your brainstem, way down here past the medulla oblongata is going to be, got to get a piece of puss. Got to get a piece of puss. It's like you've got a loop in there. You got a little DJ in there just hitting that pad. Bink, bink, bink.
Either way, I can't have a reasonable conversation with you about which is Cortland's best beat because Piece of Puss is going to be number one, and it's not even close.
No.
I especially appreciate Jason's contribution.
I
on
didn't.
there.
That was AI.
It was AI. Speaking of Little Debbie, like we were. Remember when I set off on a quest to do the Little Debbie rankings for the show, wherein we had a number of tiers. Your best one would have been considered Big Back. Your second tier would have been considered Super Solid. Your third, middle of the road tier would have been considered Meh. The fourth tier was the Dallas Cowboys, good in the 90s, but now today it's just there. Welcome to training camp, everybody. And your fifth unsatisfactory tier would be considered immediately no. Immediately no.
I remember it vividly, and I salute you for your commitment to the cause because this is important. I may have had a half a box of Nutty Buddies last night at midnight.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother.
I don't buy them. They are like Oreos and Thin Mints. It's like if I buy them, it's like having drugs in the house. So I knew it was going to happen. I just gave into it.
Did you separate them out? Did you separate the layers?
No. I just make sure they don't. When I put them in the freezer, I make sure they're not stuck together inside the cellophane.
Some disclosure. It's been quite a sabbatical since last we spoke about Little Debbie rankings.
Indeed.
I went to a Winn-Dixie in Garland, Texas.
Bad mistake there.
Winco? They don't call it Winn-Dixie anymore. They call it Winco.
It's Winco, yeah.
What's wrong with Garland and what's wrong with Winco? Jace?
Keep the show going.
I bought the full size, or I forget what they're calling them, the large size fudge rounds, double size fudge rounds. I don't remember what the bigger size of fudge rounds were. Okay, this was probably February, March, and I got home and I had one of them, and I was so distraught and so upset with the folks in Tennessee of the McNeese Baking Company that creates Little Debbie. So offended that I was ready to just let my contempt for the experience that I had just air out on this company and just talk about how everything is just shit now, okay? This fudge round, they gave you 2 dry fudge cookie brownie things, and then they put, I don't know, what's a small amount of something that you just a small,
just a smidge.
like a dollop would have been a 10x improvement on the amount of fudge round cream that they put on the inside of this thing. And I was so damn offended that I just took the whole package, walked to the garage, opened the garage trash can, and deposited it right there and said, you know what? I'm done with Little Debbie and I won't even be doing this anymore. Okay?
And I think the fudge round, it was never a heavy rotation one for me, but it was always a good choice back in the day.
Yeah,
In
not my
opinion.
favorite.
Did y'all feel that way? Like, it was good.
Yeah, not my favorite, but good.
Not a nutty bar, not a Swiss cake roll, not even a zebra, maybe just barely below the zebra cake.
There's a point
Or a
in
little
time where
bit.
there's a point in time it's probably top 2 or 3 for me. Love the fudge round. Absolutely love the fudge round. I think that's part of the reason there was so much disappointment on me.
Always felt dry to me. Just a little dry. the fudge round.
Don't get the big ones. So, as I told y'all a couple weeks ago, we moved work location. Got to go to a different grocery store on the way home because it's on the way home, not my old grocery store. So the grocery store I go to now has some different ordering habits. Going down the bread/pastry aisle or whatever, the snacky aisle, and I see. I gotta think. What did we call this here? What did we exactly call this? I see a banana pudding cream pie.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, sure did.
Never had it. Never even heard of it. Stopped.
Never had a cream pie.
Had cream pies. Oh, obviously had cream pies.
Oh, how did I forget that? That was always God tier. Come on.
The cream pie. The oatmeal cream pie.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It is the Lord's day, Jace. Again, that was you. You can't
Hold on. Hold on.
No,
Trying to have
that's
a little
all
Debbie
you.
conversation.
We're here talking about childhood memories and snacks. And look what you did.
OCPs. And look
I
at
am
you.
offended deeply. I'm
You
going to just turn off my
dog.
mic now.
You dog. I know you got to
Never
go.
put on this headset again.
We'll wrap it up. Had the banana pudding cream pie, and since I had that, and I was like, I've never even seen this little green box, I was like, fine, I'll give the Little Debbie's a go, and I'll update the guys on my other rankings that I tried. Going all the way back into December, I don't think I mentioned it, North Pole Nutty Buddy. It's white, it's got the red
yeah.
stripings
You
around
mentioned
it. It's a different Nutty Buddy. It's like a white chocolate Nutty Buddy. I don't know. Gave it a nice big back. Really loved it. Really, really loved it. Okay. The banana pudding cream pie. I don't like banana flavored stuff. Okay? I like banana pudding, and sometimes I'll go through a phase where I like bananas. But I don't like banana flavored things. I don't like banana splits. I don't like banana in my cereal. I just like those two things. I like banana pudding, and sometimes I'll go through phases where I like bananas. Okay?
You don't like banana in your cereal, man? I think that's good.
Can't do it. Don't like
Wait,
the
though.
crunchy.
Yeah.
Before you move on from this, where do you land on banana bread?
Even then, Rye. Even
Really?
then, let's say mom brings some pumpkin bread, or friend brings some pumpkin bread, or we buy pumpkin bread from the store. I'm gonna house the whole damn thing. Okay? Banana bread, I will happily have one slice and then never touch it again for the
Oh.
length of.
Banana bread heated up with a little salted butter on there is
Yes.
the best.
Great.
So
I'm
here's
not having two
the thing.
slices.
I think I like banana by itself is fine, or with peanut butter, or like you said, homemade banana pudding, banana bread, a banana dessert, all fine. But when you go into the productized banana flavored realm, it falls off.
So I'm going to hit you real fast with the banana pudding cream pie with a super solid. Super solid. Banana flavor muted. The cookie that surrounds it are just kind of soft Nilla wafers. That's why they're calling it banana pudding. They're just kind of like...
This is a little bit like, are the cookies a little bit like banana
Nilla
moon
wafers.
pie texture?
No, they're like...
'Cause if they're softened Nilla wafers, that'd be close to a moon pie texture.
Kind of, but I can't
Because they have a
picture the
banana moon pie.
with-
But it has banana coating on the outside, but just the marshmallow in the layers like a normal moon pie.
Plain soft Nilla wafers is what I would say. Plain soft, big Nilla wafers.
That's
the banana flavor muted. That's what did it for me. I mentioned that's what drew me back in, so I gave you that rating. From here on out, we're just going to start at the bottom. Everything they make from Valentine's season, the worst. Okay? The Valentine's brownies, the Valentine's cakes, plain edition, immediately no. Not into it. Not into it. You'll be happy to know we have not encountered any Dallas Cowboy tears since then. We haven't even encountered any Mez since the last check-in. Fudge rounds dropping down from what used to be big back into super solid territory. Okay.
Oh,
Have y'all guys had the peanut butter cream pie?
yes.
No.
Didn't even know it was a
Where-
thing.
Where are you finding all this variety?
One, I go to the Little Debbie website, or I used to go to the Little Debbie website weekly or just when I'm chilling, and go to the snack finder, and then the snack finder will pull up every snack that they have, and you just go down the little drop down menu. But the peanut butter cream pie, you can find it Tom Thumb, Walmart, Kroger, I think is where I've purchased or seen. Not peanut butter cream pie, not rare. You can find it as compared to some of this other stuff that I've tried. Frosted fudge cake. Anybody?
No clue what it even looks like.
It is a Nutty Buddy size bar, but it is a cake. The inside layer between
Ooh, this looks promising.
the two cakes is chocolate, and it is dipped and covered in chocolate wrap. Chocolate
This looks like
fudge.
a rectangle devil square.
That might be the best representation you can give it. Big back, gentlemen. I loved
I
it.
can see that. Yep, this looks
Wow.
good.
Absolutely loved it. Keeping it in the cream pie family. Did y'all know that Boston, the town, has their own cream pies?
That they do.
Boston cream pie. Also keeping it in the big back tier. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. That will conclude your rankings for right now. The bit is back up, though. I will say
Yeah,
that.
we're back. We are back with
Until they offend me greatly again, it's back up because I've seen a few that have piqued my interest, and we're getting into my favorite season. I
yeah.
think their fall varietals and their Christmas varietals
Top
are
notch.
their best varieties.
yeah.
And I'll fight you and
Yeah.
your mom on that if you disagree.
Deborita Pequeño.
I think the pumpkin, the Swiss cake rolls that are refactored into pumpkin are good.
Not the ones that are iced, which I think is what they
No.
do now.
But they're there's like a spongy. Isn't there a sponge one with
Sponge
the
with
in the
cream.
middle?
Just
Yeah,
sponge and cream.
That one's fine, but the one that is iced is absolute trash.
You don't want too much. I find the lighter icing is not to my liking. I'll eat it, but I don't. It's not that great.
Got
So,
some sticky buns in the pantry right now.
those look too bready to me.
Sticky buns. They look like a big cinnamon roll, and they, per a differentiation per their regular products, they recommend that you warm it up a little bit. Which, speaking of warming up pastries, one of those. Sometimes you go to the donut shop.
I'm gonna disappear from the show now.
Sometimes you go to the donut shop and they see you and you say, glazed donut, please. And they think, hey, I know this guy. And they walk past the cart of glazed donuts that's just right there in the front for them to grab. And they go to the back
Get a fresh.
and they grab you fresh glazed donuts,
Yeah.
buddy.
Love it when they do that.
Yeah,
when
they know.
you got a good one.
My God.
They know what time it is.
That's going to sustain me for a week.
Yeah, I didn't get to address my one thing I wanted to address, but it's just real simple. Brad, I'm not the guy that named the beer Nito Bandito, okay? And I don't even drink the thing, okay? So don't yell at me on the internet for making a reference to it.
You should have addressed this earlier. if they were the only ones, I wouldn't have said anything. And I've
No.
ranted this before. I've ranted about this
You
before.
made it my problem.
I'm not making it your
my
problem.
assertion was the same as you, which is why is that the only one I can name? We need more. Well, everybody knows Four Corners just has their regular special lager, but their shelf space has gone to damn near zero in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
It's like half the
make
shelf
it bigger.
space in your Gen Pop thing is Community, which is great. I love Community, but the stuff they have in the store is all of it's very similar, not a lot of variety. And then the rest of it's Manhattan Project, which is decent enough beer, but where's the Mexican lager, DFW? Bring it to me.
If you would have listened to me and tried the things I told you to try, that's what you were actually looking for. They're awesome.
You said to get the all stat lager.
No, I said to get the Allstat Vienna lager.
Okay, well, do you think they ain't got the all stat Vienna lager in the grocery store? They have the all stat Helles.
Oh, we're pretty nice over here. We got it at ours. My bad.
Well, I live in a place where people are like, they're drinking Michelob Ultra all the time and
I
white.
bet
you know,
Central
Garland.
Central Market's got it.
Yeah.
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
but I don't want to have to go to Central Market. This is like for no special trip.
Brad Ryland, Jason, Human Dads 275. We'll talk to y'all next time. Jace has got to go. Free baby Jessica.
Die.
What?
No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to the listeners.
Oh. Okay, that's better.